Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Jesus with Kari Tactical Solutions. Continuing here the product spotlight series, we're going to walk you through our quick detach Nalgene hose adapter. So this is a Nalgene hose adapter for either 32-ounce Nalgene bottles all the way up to 48 ounces. So the straw already comes in a 48-ounce length. You need to cut it down to be 32 inches in length. I'm going to walk you through the pieces here really quickly. You're going to have a length of hose. This is a rubber insulated hose, so it'll either keep your drink cold or warm. You are going to cut this down depending on whether you're going to have it short configuration from either a backpack or a chest rig onto your shoulder, or you're going to leave it in a longer configuration if you're running from maybe a ruck all the way from the bottom all the way over your shoulder. You're going to have a two-piece lid. So the reason for the two-piece lid is that this is the connection port for the hose. Sits inside. It also has, if you see here, a one-way check valve. So that's what allows the air to come in and the water to flow out without creating pressure. The reason of why it's a two-piece system is that when you have your hose attached to this nipple, once you start turning this water bottle handle to either open or close it, you do not want your hose spinning and kinking up. You want your hose to stay static while either you cinch, you close, or you open the bottle. You also then have a little Quasm adapter, which is a hose clamp. This will attach to any MOLLE segment on either a pack or a pouch, and it clips right into your hose. It also has directional movement, and it locks in about every 45 degrees, so you can mount it to whichever direction you'd like. We also have a spare valve that we provide just in case. And then you have the two-part quick detach adapter. One piece goes to your hose on the bottle, and one piece then goes to the hose all the way to your bite tubing. You're going to want to go ahead and remove the entire lid and the neck of the bottle. We're no longer going to need those pieces. You're going to want to stick in the straw, and you're going to want to basically eyeball exactly where the 32 ounces is. We're going to cut here to see if that is sufficient. On the inside, on the opposite side of the nipple, you'll find the hole for the straw. Stick that in, push tightly, and let's see if we made a good length. Yes, we did. It's touching the bottom of the container, so that way you will drink all the way to the bottom. We're gonna cinch that down. That part is done. Depending on if we're gonna mount it to a ruck or a backpack, like in this configuration, I have it mounted where it goes straight over my shoulder strap, with a little bit of tension removed. I try to remove as much as possible any excess hose so I don't catch on anything. And this is at a perfect distance where when I mount this backpack to myself, I can very easily drink on the go without even having to disconnect it. We're gonna do this exact same mount. You will notice on this one, we want a little bit of tubing, which will be your standoff from your water bottle, which allows it some flexibility and some play. So we're gonna cut, let's say, probably about 2.5 inches or so. That is how we'll attach it to the nipple. And then we are going to attach it to the end of the hose. You're going to want to push down quite tight so it holds and it doesn't pop out. Sometimes the fit is very tight, so you may just have to add a little bit of water or saliva, just to the tip though. Okay. Next, you're going to pop out the other end, and depending on the length of tubing you want, so let's just marry this entire tubing. We're going to then cut off this amount. We are going to slide it onto the opposite nipple. And now you're going to hear an audible click, which is how you know that you're in place. And then that is it. You now have an extension to your hose or to your water bottle that will now allow you to drink on the go without having to reach into your backpack, pull it out, open up the bottle, drink, and then have to now somehow with either one hand or two hand now reinsert. The great thing about this system is, and I'll show you here, is that we mounted an extra Nalgene pouch to this pack just for this demonstration. We have actually run it where we have we have two bottles that are full, one that could be with your electrolyte solution, one that's just with regular water, and you could do one of two things. Either A, Leave a little bit of extra tubing, knowing that you're going to do this in the future. You disconnect from one side, and you can now run, connect to your other hose, which now has full water. Or conversely, if you don't ever want to have two containers with quick detach tubing, you can just leave the other water bottle with the standard connection and closure it comes with. Pull it out. This will now be your full one. You're going to open, you're going to reattach then this connection port to this one, and then swap the empty one now over to the empty spot. Personally, I like to have both of them with quick detach options and then just jump my tubing from one to the next. One question you may have is, how do I protect the opening from getting debris inside? They have these, I believe they're called little finger condoms to protect your fingers from any injury that you may have, to protect it from water. Those are perfect. I've used them in the past. Just slide it on over. It nicely cinches to this opening and it prevents any debris from getting inside. When you're ready to use it, you just slide it off. They're maybe like a cent each, so it doesn't matter if they break or they disappear. Just pop on another one and you're good to go. All right, guys, if you have any other questions, let me know.